guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Hayleigh here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited to share with you all my little tips and tricks. I've recently gotten so many questions about this on my Instagram, and I've been replying to everyone, but I thought it would be really helpful to make this video for people who are too scared to reach out or too shy or whichever. I just want to share my knowledge. I feel like supporting and sharing knowledge and trying to help other people grow is the best way to grow yourself, and I just want to see other people succeed, and I'm very excited about it. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I get PR, how I do paid content, and how I just receive like brand deals with 1.5 thousand followers. I have like 1.6, almost 1.7 thousand, but that's like a very micro following, and I get quite a few brand deals, get lots of gifts and lots of PR and a couple paid posts. And I've only been doing this for 2 months tomorrow, I think, so my 2-month anniversary is coming up, so thought this was the perfect time to make this video. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of a background on what I do. So I started my account 2 months ago, and it's called Habits of Hayleigh, and pretty much it's a skincare lifestyle kind of like blog. I review products, I share a bit of my life, and I just kind of like connect with a lot of people, beauty, lifestyle, fashion. I want to branch out a bit more, but that's kind of my niche at the moment, and I've been doing it for 2 months. I've just been working really hard on it, and yeah, I'm loving it. I got into it because I was just lonely and bored during quarantine, so I thought I would do something creative, and I'm loving it so far. It was like the best decision I ever made, so I want to like inspire you guys to start one or help people who already have started it. So because I've only been doing this for 2 months, I'm still so new at this whole thing. Like oh my gosh, I just felt overwhelmed, but I grew really fast. Like I got 1,000 followers in the first month. So I grew super fast, and I was just like overwhelmed with what to do. Like did not know how to navigate this whole new world. So I'm making this video for other girls or guys or whoever who are also feeling the same way. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about how I get PR. That's like the main thing, and then I'm going to answer some questions that people have asked me on my Instagram. So at the beginning, when I was around 500, 700 followers, I started really looking into my engagement rates, and I started looking into brands that I really wanted to work with. I was like, oh my gosh, these brands would be like the top of like what I would like to work with. And so I started doing research on those kind of brands. I started looking and seeing what other followers, what other accounts around like the same followers were doing, or around 1,000 followers, what brands they were working with. And I'm in Australia, so I looked at brands that were in Australia that were working with small influencers or micro influencers, or content creators. And so I made like a list. I then did all my research on how much engagement I had and how many comments I was getting. So engagement means like comments. It gives you an engagement, like how much engagement you get, but you can also see, like I think it's on Tanke or something, you can see how many likes you average, how many comments you average, all those kind of things, which is really helpful at securing brand deals and getting PR and working with brands, because essentially you can be really small, but you can have 1,000 followers like me, but if you have really high engagement and you have very loyal followers who trust your word and trust your opinion, and so you need to build that first. You need to work on building that first, but when you get to that point of where you have created this community of people who support you, but you could have 1,000 followers and get like 2 comments, and you won't be able to work with brands because they won't be interested, and they can see that your followers aren't going to be interested in what you're posting about, or as interested in what you're posting about. So when you get to around that point, and that's what I did, I started just doing a heck of a lot of research, and I started reaching out to brands on DMs. So I would give them my statistics, my engagement, my likes, my comments, say, I'm really interested in working with you. You guys seem like a beautiful, wonderful brand, etc., etc. And then I would DM them. So many people said, we don't want to work with you. We don't have like room on our PR list. That's totally fine. But a few reached out, and that's how I started with PR. I'm gonna say there's so many scammers. Like, I had so many people reach out to me saying, we want you to be a part of our, like, we've selected you because you have an amazing feed and we need you to be a part of our luxury brand or something like that. And they then you have to pay for like shipping or something, or you get 40% off or something like that. That is not a brand deal. You should never have to pay. So if brands are asking you to pay something, anything, shipping, anything, do not work with them. Or if you really want to work with them, but it's not a proper like PR or brand deal. With those kind of things, you do not have to pay a cent. Your value is in the content you create. Okay, so for paid content, I had the brands actually reach out to me. So they said, hey Hayleigh, love your work. We would love to work with you. Can you send over a media kit? I was like, oh my gosh, what's a media kit? So I did a bunch of research. I looked into prices of what I should be pricing with my following and my engagement and all that stuff. And so I sent them through. So I actually have 2, maybe 3 brand deals coming up. So brands have paid me, given me products to trial, and are paying me to post. So that was super exciting. It's not a huge amount of money, but it's so exciting to feel like that value for your work. And I have decided now that, like, unless I reach out to someone because I really, really want to work with them, I will always, if they reach out to me, I'll always send them my media kit. And this has happened a couple times. A brand reached out to me and said, we really want you to do a video. And I was like, okay, I'll send you my media kit. And they said, oh, I'm so sorry, we don't have the budget for that right now, which, girl, we know you do. But anyway, they don't have the budget, but they give me a $200 gift card to their store. So at that point I was like, okay, so it's something that you really have to personally see what you want to get out of it. Do you want to make this a business, or are you happy just receiving free stuff? That's a you question. That's something you have to answer. If you just started this for fun and you really are just happy with getting free stuff, then that's so great. But I think there is a point where you have to look at the value that you, what value you hold, and you're worth getting paid to create content. And I'm very excited to do more paid content, because I feel like the more people who do paid content, the less brands will take advantage of influencers and content creators, because I think a lot of that happens. I also think you should follow this account called Influencer Paygap. I think I'm gonna put it here on Instagram. So helpful. So please follow that if you have questions. It shows a lot of like what people anonymously shows what people get paid and all that stuff. So definitely check it out. Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions I got on my Instagram. So the first one was not a specific question, but I'm lost. Generally, how not to be taken advantage of. So this is what I was talking about before. There's so many brands who will reach out to you when you've got like around 1,000 or a little under, and they'll be wanting to like you to work with them, but they will want you to pay for shipping, or they'll want you to do something to be involved, and they'll make it seem like you're so lucky that you've been selected. Like, we chose you out of everybody for this amazing opportunity. Girl, that's what says it. That's all I need to say. Do not work with those brands. They do not care about you. They do not care about you. So generally how to not be taken advantage of. just be picky. And I know it's hard because like it's so exciting. You want to work with someone, you want to get free stuff, you want to work and get paid for your content that you spend hours and hours creating, but be patient and be picky. Only message brands you want to work with, and only accept brands that you actually want to work with. And do your research, see what other like influencers and content creators, who they're working with and who seems like really good people to work with and brands to work with. Those are the people you want to work with. So how not to be taken advantage of, just be super strong in like your value, and work with brands who genuinely want to work with you and can see the value. And please, please, please don't just get excited about the first brand that reaches out to you. Okay, someone asked, do you tend to pitch to brands or do you take opportunities brands pitch to you? So I was kind of saying this before. When I was just starting, I pitched to all the brands that I really wanted to work with, like Majuri and Frank Body and a bunch of big brands. Majuri and Frank Body I actually worked with and I'm working with, and they're so amazing, and I was just so excited to work with them. So I pitched to them. However, I had quite a few brands pitch to me. I just think a lot of people just expect brands to reach out to you, and I think you have to be careful about pitching to so many people and annoying them and getting overwhelmed. But at the same time, you need to pitch to brands, because I was like, why aren't people like, will people want to work with me? A lot of people have asked me, why won't brands reach out to me? I can't get any brand deals, like I can't work with anyone. It's not because they don't want to. They probably love your content. You probably have amazing content. But the problem is they don't know you exist. And it's not a personal thing at all. It's just that they don't know you exist. And that's because there's so many influencers out there, content creators, that if you don't pitch to these big brands, they won't know you exist, and they won't know that you are interested in working with them. So you have to put in the work. You have to let them know you exist. Whether that's just a, hey, I love your brand so much, would love to work with you in the future type thing, or you comment on all their posts, something like that. Pitching to brands, big brands like that, is super important, because great things come out of it. And so girl, just take the leap. Pitch away, pitch to those brands, pick the ones you want, be specific, manifest it. You got it. Okay, so one girl asked, so how do you approach brands, Insta or via email? So most of the time I just DM them. Usually the collab or partnership emails aren't on the page, so I always DM first, and then I get the specific email that will help me really connect with the person I want to connect with. So I always DM first. How do you grow content with not many products? So this is difficult. I was really low on all my skincare when I started my account, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I only have like 4 things to take photos of. How am I gonna do this? So I made the decision to invest in my account. I had a feeling it would do really well, and I had a feeling really good things would come out of it. So at the very beginning, I went out and maybe spent $50 on things. So I bought a bunch of different things, and I just put it out there that I was investing in this account, and I invested in buying some quality products that I wanted to try, shoot, make content about, to then grow my following. So all I can say is, how do you grow content with not many products? Be creative. Be creative. Do texture shots, do water shots, but with those products, just different things, but also invest in yourself. Spend $20 and know that it will come back to you. Yeah, those are my tips, but it is hard when you don't have many products. How did I get my first PR? My first PR, actually, I commented on all their photos, I think, and they reached out to me. I had 500 followers, but my engagement rate was like 44% or something like that. And they're like, we'd love to send you something. And then I was so excited that I started reaching out to so many brands after that. So my first PR was, they contacted me. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the questions I have on YouTube. I know there's a lot more to talk about and I have so many more things to say, but like I said, I've only been doing this for 2 months and I feel like I just want to give anyone who's in the same boat I was a month ago some help, but I know I'll learn so much more. If you guys want to know how I made my media kit, what my media kit looks like, and also how I came up with it, and anything else related to this, please let me know, comment down below. And yeah, I hope this helps you out. I will definitely make more videos if you enjoy this and if you have more questions related on this. And I want to do a video on how to get good engagement, because I think that's the main thing to getting brand deals, is having really good engagement. So please let me know if you have any questions revolving around engagement. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please follow Habits of Hayleigh. That's where I will be on Instagram. That's where I will be most active, and that's where I'll be answering questions the most. So feel free to DM me. I will always answer. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.